everybody, welcome to the channel again. You know it's Joe Jaguar, your best friend in astronomy, science, and telescopes. What about Alibaba and AliExpress? Let's get to that because I bought a few things from there to show you guys and of course to test it, and it turned out to be pretty bad, and I want to explain and I want to show it to you guys. Okay guys, so this is what I ordered. I wanted to do a test on 3 different telescopes to show you guys. Now, I wanted to, a lot of talk on the forums, where a lot of people badmouth the Burge-Jones design. Now, most people know, especially if you've been in the hobby, it's not as clear, of course, as something like a parabolic mirror. But is it as bad as people are saying? I wanted to test that. So we're going to do 3 telescopes. One is the Burge-Jones design. So it's a 4.5 inch. It's a f5 focal ratio telescope like this, about 16, 18 inches. And then they got the Barlow in the lens, making it an f8 type of thing. So one, that we normally everybody knows that is the Burge-Jones design, the 4.5 inch. Then I ordered this one, which is a 4.5 inch f5, still has the spherical mirror, because the Burge-Jones design is a spherical mirror with a Barlow in the focuser, right? So this one does not have, okay, the Barlow in here, but it still has a spherical mirror. I want to see which one is actually a little bit better. And then the third one is your traditional long tube reflecting telescope that is a 4.5 inch f8 spherical mirror. So you got 2 of these, one Burge-Jones design, one without that Barlow in the focuser, and then your traditional long tube reflecting telescope. I ordered one, and lo and behold, look what comes. What they sent me is a Burge-Jones design. So I'm going to put a picture up right here. They sell 2 models, okay? One, they're exactly the same. They're white, they're this tall. One version is a 500 millimeter focal length, so without the Barlow, and one is 1,000 millimeter focal length with that Barlow in the focuser. Okay, and they sent me the wrong one. Now, because it's coming from China, I can't send it back. It's too far, and well, they have no warranty, no guarantee, so they sent me the wrong one. I don't want a second, and I don't consider this a little problem. I'm going to say this is a medium problem, because the whole point of this video is comparing 3 different telescopes. Now, this one is your Burge-Jones design, which is going to be, I already have a Burge-Jones design. I wanted one without that Barlow in there to compare the 3. But they sent me this one, and now I have no recourse. When I talked to the supplier, they told me it's the exact same telescope. Okay, so theoretically speaking, yes, it's the same tube, it's the same mirror, same rings, the mount and everything is exactly the same focuser, same finder scope. Everything is exactly the same, except the other one does not have that Barlow in, and it's a 500 millimeter. This one says 1,000 and it has the Barlow. So they told me it's exact same. Try to get that lens out of the focuser. So I replied, okay, I could try. I got to take this part out, or the focuser, or both, take out that lens. But sometimes they cement or glue that Barlow under the focuser, and sometimes they screw it in. So if it's screwed in, I could probably take it out. If not, then I'm left with 2 Burge-Jones design, which is what I didn't want to have. So that's it. They're not refunding me. They're not discounting me in any way, shape, or form, because to them, it's the same telescope. The other problem is, even if I can get that Barlow out of here, hopefully it focuses, right? But then this label is wrong. So let's say I gift it, give it, sell it, whatever I'm going to do in the future with it. I got to take this sticker off. It's going to confuse people if I take the Barlow, unless I put it back in and sell it. But I wanted to see which version is better. So that's the one mistake. And I'm going to say medium-ish mistake, because that's not what I ordered. I ordered the 500 millimeter focal length, not the 1,000 millimeter focal length. And Yeah, they're not offering me any compensation of any kind. Now, this is the problem. So this is the problem you get with ordering this type of stuff. To them, they don't think it's a big deal. But it's not what I ordered, right? The other one, I think, is actually a much bigger deal. And I'm going to put the name of this company on the screen. So you guys got to be careful. When you're ordering from these AliExpress and Alibaba, they're coming from direct from these Chinese factories. Now, that's not to say that all Chinese factories are bad. The Chinese factories make most of the good name brand scopes like the Meade, Celestron, Skywatcher, Orion, that. But at least what happens with the good quality name brands is you pay a bit more, but if there's anything wrong, if there's anything missing, if there's anything broken, they will exchange, refund, or maybe give you a discount depending on what the problem is. Now, these cheap name ones that are just popping up, companies, there is no warranty of any kind whatsoever. Whatever you get is what you get. And because it took over 3.5 months to get here from a boat from China, had to be on the shipping containers, that's it. The warranty, everything is void. The supplier that ordered it from me, he actually did pretty good. But it's the actual factory, you can't deal with them direct. So the actual factories that don't give a rat's butt what the problem is. As long as they got their money, that's it. So I'm going to put their name up here. I don't even know if I can say it, but I would recommend if you guys go to these places or AliExpress and Alibaba and they order it from this company, you guys are going to be in trouble if you order it from there. Now, if you order it from the name brands, even if it's coming from the same factories, those name brand qualities will have backup to help you guys out. So it might be better to pay $50 or $60 more, and you have that assurance what you get is actually good quality. Let me go get the what I consider to be the big problem. Okay, guys, this is a 6-inch f5 reflecting telescope. Okay, as you can see, the box is perfect. There's not a dent. Then it has this box, which is more like a display box. There is no holes. It's not torn. Everything looks perfect. Then inside, the tube, the accessories, the tripod, the mount, the weight, everything is individual. Let me show you what this problem with the tube. So as you can see right there, there's like a scratch. It's hard to see with the lighting. Sometimes you can see that one. There you go. And then there's several here. Let's see if you can see that. Right over there, there. And there's another one over, let's see if you can see that. Right there. And then on this side, look how much scratches there are. This is like to the bare tube. How does that happen? There's another one over here. I think this was a pre-owned telescope, I think. How else could you get that? Okay, so I am wondering, could this be a used box? Because this accessory box, everything is just thrown in. So if you look like the finder scope, let me make the image smaller. See, but there are bags here. There are bags here, there, and everything like should be in a bag, I would think, or in a bubble wrap, but nothing. Here's another bag, like nothing was wrapped up. So see, here's another bag and then another bag. So is it possible that somebody got this telescope and no, this is like a scratch right there and a scratch right there, because everything's just thrown in. Like it's just, maybe, is it possible? And then even these little screws are like, I think they should be in a bag. I mean, there's all kinds of bags in here. Like there's nothing was in a bag. Okay, so after taking all these stuff out of the box over here, I think there's I can see those are for the tripod to attach to the mount. That might be for the tray to attach to the tripod. That could be for the rings to attach to the mount. And that's the latitude adjustment, pretty sure. But this should be for the tripod to go up and down, the middle leg. So which means then it's missing one of these. Also, upon closer inspection, when I take this out, well, take into consideration too, normally this would be separate in a bag, not not together. Because it's together, it means that somebody already put it in, right? And now, I'm not sure if you can see, like all the scratches everywhere. So, look at all that. You know what I mean? So I think somebody used it, and then I got a used telescope. So as you guys can see, looks like it's a used telescope. Somebody, how do you get scratches on the tube when it's in the white individual box, then in that display box, then it's in the shipping box, and all of them have no damage, no cuts, no tears? I think what happened, and then as you saw the accessory one, everything's supposed to be in a bag by itself, but there's even the bubble wrappers on the bottom. So everything's supposed to be wrapped. I think somebody bought it, used it, obviously they scratched the tube, and then sent it back in its original packaging, and then they just didn't know and they put it back. Now, here's the kicker. I complained to the supplier to tell that, and I took pictures and the videos and sent it to that factory. You know what they said? We don't sell used telescopes. So, but it does not make sense. The accessories were, it's like they've been used. The finder scope is scratched up. Everything was just thrown in. Like they used it and they didn't want to individually wrap it back again. Just threw it in that box. The tube is clearly scratched up. That's what I think happened. Somehow, maybe the factory didn't know. Somebody returned it and it looked like perfect, but no one actually checked inside to see if it was used because it looked perfect. Maybe they just open it up to see if all the mini boxes are there, and then they put it back on the inventory, and then I got it. They're not refunding it, they're not exchanging it, and they're not even giving a discount for it. So again, stay away from this company, because if you order something from them, even if they made a mistake, I mean, you could see with the tracking number when I got it, and it was that day that I complained to the supplier, and then he got in contact with the factory. They don't even want to hear about it because they clearly screwed up somewhere at the factory. How do you get all three boxes that are perfect and then a telescope inside which is scratched up, and then all the accessories are just all loose, not even bubble wrapped or plastic? So it clearly looks like somebody used it and put it back. So I'm not saying they did it on purpose, but they're not even willing to admit that that mistake could have happened, and they want no part of it. So I'm putting their name here to show you guys this is what you might get if you order from AliExpress and Alibaba. Anyway, guys, besides that, it's not the end of the world. I will live on. I'm actually even gonna send this video once I finalize it. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody's email and send them a link. Watch this video. Hopefully somebody there understands English, and I hope they become embarrassed. Maybe they're not going to like a video like that to be public with their name on it. Doesn't matter. I'm actually trying to benefit them and give them a review. Get the name brand ones, even if it comes from the same factory. Get the name brand ones. Don't let this happen to you, guys. And what would you guys do if you were in my shoes? Joe Jaguar, like, comment, and subscribe. Cheers. And again, if you guys are on the forums and you know people that are in astronomy, science, and they like this type of thing, share my link. Post my link on whatever, Cloudy Nights or Astromort forums if people have a specific question and I have the answer for it, or I have one of the videos. Why not? Why not you? Why not me?